And we're live from our houses.
Wow.
Top Gun, let's go. What's up, Clarissa?
Oh my gosh, Clarissa's already here. Hi.
What's up?
Let's go.
Let's go.
I mean, this
Very
has to be a movie
exciting.
that she's watched multiple times, right?
Oh, I would hope so. Everybody but Kevin, I think, has probably watched this multiple
Well,
times.
no,
He
we don't
probably
need to
has.
talk
He
about.
probably won't admit it.
Kevin barely made
He
it
might be
through.
listening, too. He said he
Yeah.
might be watching.
So for everyone out there, Kevin's like, I don't know why you guys like this movie. This movie sucks.
So,
Continuing his whole thing of like his persona of everything that you like, like this universally loved thing. I don't like it.
right. That's
Not for
about
me.
right.
Not
So this
for
one,
me.
This episode is dedicated to Kevin.
Well, Kevin and Val Kilmer.
Oh, and Val Kilmer, yes. Very,
right.
very much true. That's actually why
Val
we
at least be-
All right. Well, welcome to the Movie Podium, everybody. We're a weekly podcast where we collectively choose a movie to watch, and by the end of the week, we get together and talk about it. It's kind of
But for
like
movies.
the book club,
I almost got it, but for movies.
but for movies.
kind
So,
of-
in the honor of the late Val Kilmer, not Kevin, we chose a movie that is up there with the best of the best. And without further ado, we present our next movie.
Way up.
Feel the need for speed.
Top Gun.
Yeah. Oh, see, we agree, right? Not me still fuming over Kevin's crappy opinions on V for Vendetta. Exactly.
Yeah,
what we're
Clarissa, you're
talking
just
about.
gonna have to you're just gonna have to learn to just ignore him. Just like if he throws his words at you, you just you let them hit you and then they'll fall off. That's kind of the approach that I think most of us have taken.
I'm rubber and you're glue. What bounces off me, it sticks to you.
Yeah,
That's Kevin.
exactly.
When Kevin's
I'm a
in
brick
Kevin
wall.
mode-
What'd you say?
I said when Kevin's in Kevin mode, you just gotta let him Kevin out.
Oh gosh, yeah, it's bad
And-
for everyone.
And his take on V for Vendetta was pretty ridiculous. How he fell asleep 3 times or turned it off or whatever that whole
He loved it.
rant
He
was.
watched it
Get
3
outta here.
times.
Yeah, that's how much you liked it.
Oh, those are rookie numbers. You gotta pump those numbers up.
John's watching the movie right now.
As we speak, it is on in the background. I actually watched this movie twice, which for me is a lot.
Is that a
I mean,
lava lamp back there,
timing-wise.
John?
It is.
That's awesome.
Oh, the lava lamp.
Oh, look at it go.
Work, I flip
Look
on
at
the
it
lava
go.
lamp, and my
Yeah.
troubles just melt away like lava.
All right, well, tune in this week to find out if Top Gun makes our podium for movies about flying. Let's cheers and hit that intro.
Cheers.
Very nice. I like the new intro.
We're working on it. It's a work in
Yeah,
progress.
let us know if you guys like the intro. We're working on it.
It's
We
fine.
got to add in the little characters, the cartoon characters.
Yeah, we want to have our animations in there and have something fun going on there. But I think it's a great start.
Someone has to learn how to do it.
It's not me. I don't have time.
We're just gonna pile more on you, Matt.
Oh my god. Yeah, please. You can come up here and help me.
Okay, yeah. I'll come up there. I'll switch out the faucets,
What's he gonna help
and
you
Yeah.
you do the animation.
with? What's he gonna help you with?
Right. That
John will be
Man.
there just saying "Wow."
or
Is he
John will
gonna
just
be
be
your
there.
goose? Like right
Yeah,
up
John-
on your back, watching your six?
John will just be there for the beer and other stuff.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm your host, Matt Scott.
Hi, Matt.
I'm here with my
Hello,
dudes,
Matt.
Eric
Hello, that's me.
and hello, John.
Hello,
Hello,
John. Hello, John. Hello, John. Hello.
How'd you make it
What's
sound
up?
like goblins?
I know.
It's
We're
not
using
goblins.
AI
It's
now.
Waluigi.
We're on top of it. We're using AI. Also, thanks. I think she liked the intro. I think it's pretty awesome.
Thank
Eric's
you.
Working on it. Well, let's thank all our Patreon members while we're
Yeah.
at thanking people.
Yes,
We
thank
really
you,
appreciate
thank
the
you.
support. For anyone who wants to join, we've got free stickers and also access to our Discord.
That is patreon.com/the movie podium. And
All
we
right.
thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.
Amen.
Absolutely. Thanks, everybody.
Amen.
Also, we'll take gifts if you want to send us things like stickers. Clarissa sent some awesome stickers to Kevin. I'm kind of jealous.
I
Yeah.
love those.
And I've seen some other guys on
Out of
like
all the
Instagram.
stuff
Go ahead.
stuff to spend your energy on, it's Kevin in that stupid mower picture.
Oh, it's so good.
Why not
But, like-
make a picture of the sticker of that, John, in his Waluigi hat? Give him the
it's
thumbs up.
Pretty hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah, I see on Instagram like people like these dudes that do the they have a podcast and it's like retro or vintage. I think I've talked to you about this, Eric, but they have
Yeah.
some pretty cool stuff. But they have like mail bags and they'll open up picture or like presents. And it's like, you know, the old 90s Hornets fleece jacket or
Oh,
like
yeah.
a Team USA hat. Like all these like cool retro things. And I'm
Yeah.
like, dang.
Yeah, you sent me a video of that. That was awesome.
Sorry,
Oh, man,
not
I
to
want
get you
stuff
off
like
track,
that.
but Eric, have you seen some of the things that Pat Finnerty's fans have helped him buy? It's like signed.
Oh yeah, no, he's got the signed guitars
Who
from
is
like so Pat Finnerty runs a YouTube channel called Why This Song Stinks. Or he has a series.
Never heard of it.
It's a long ass video on why a
it's
specific
huge.
song stinks.
It's
Is it good? Like, is it actually funny?
It's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
And his like all the stuff
Send the-
like
send
all
the
the money
link.
he makes, he buys ridiculous shit like this guitar signed by Three Doors Down.
That's amazing. Please send that.
Yeah,
I want to.
I will after the show.
No, yeah, let's.
I would
Yeah, we're not
hope to be
not
a
promoting
fraction
our
of that.
our own show, but somebody
Yeah.
else. I do. That
Oh,
sounds
yeah.
awesome.
We are consumers of content as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. I can't wait for some more
Oh,
sticker
my.
ideas. Absolutely excited for that.
We're gonna have to hire her.
I know, right? We need some
Yeah.
more people working on stuff.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to random ass facts.
That
Let's
would be a
get
good
that
idea.
button.
I'm gonna stall until I find the action there. Oh wait.
Oh,
Beautiful.
one of Kevin's favorites.
Yeah. Too bad he's not here.
Yeah.
All right, first
He hated
fact.
this movie.
This is crazy. But this is the third straight week we have a movie that is on par with Thor at 7 on IMDb.
Ooh.
3 in a row.
Really? Huh.
Yeah. Wayne's World, Happy Gilmore, and this.
That's almost a full month of Thor.
Why is
Whoa.
it? No.
I wouldn't
no,
be able to sit
I mean,
through a full month of Thor.
It's hard.
Too bad, because that's next month.
It is harsh. I think it probably is just because it's a blockbuster. It doesn't necessarily. I didn't agree with that with Wayne's World or Happy Gilmore. I would probably put this at like a 7.5. I think it's more enjoyable than than Thor.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think I would probably put it above Thor, but I don't know exactly how much.
Yeah.
Definitely not an 8. I think 7.5 is
No,
probably.
So, can you?
Yeah.
What are all those movies stuck at Thor level? Let me.
Wayne's
try and
World
rank.
and Happy Gilmore. Now, Happy Gilmore of the 3, I can see being closest to 7 because of how silly it is. In a way that it's not like Wayne's World's silly, but in a smart way. Happy Gilmore's silly in a dumb way, if that makes sense. So, like, if I'm ranking the 3, Happy Gilmore closest to 7 makes sense, right? And then
Yeah.
maybe
I
Top
think
Gun,
this is the
and then
this
like,
is the least Thor of all those Thor movies.
Yeah.
I think
So this is the
like,
farthest one away.
yeah. What
Yeah.
the hell's
Well,
going on
yeah,
with
not
people
too
on
far
IMDb
away
these
though.
days?
But yeah,
It's-
7.5 is fair.
Yeah, I think so. All right.
It's almost
So-
like those numbers don't matter at all, man.
Bullshit. Don't tell me that. All right. First actual fact that we got here. John Travolta was the first choice to play Maverick, which I find interesting because he's a flight or aviation
actual pilot?
enthusiast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I guess he just said he didn't really want to do it, and after kind of
So he
committing,
lateraled it off to his fellow Scientologist.
right? Well, I guess that
Posted it on the board at the meeting.
He's like, "Hey man, yeah, hey, any of you going in to hold the cans? They're casting a
fighter pilot.
prodigious fighter pilot."
Well, I guess he almost took it, but apparently the studio producers nixed it because he was going to be too expensive, which is kind of surprising. Thinking Tom Cruise wasn't.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is the less expensive actor.
I know. Right. So Tom Cruise was the first name on the list after Travolta, but also turned down the role.
Tom Cruise turned down the role?
Originally turned down the role. So this is what happened. The film executives. Yeah, right. Well, kind of. So the film executives then thought about Patrick Swayze, Emilio Estevez, Nick Cage, John Cusack, Matthew Broderick, Sean Penn, Michael J. Fox, Scott Baio, and Tom Hanks were all in the pool to come out and be in this role.
That's a heck of a pull.
People.
They really wanted Tom Cruise,
Look at
though.
that hat.
So they... Oh my God, it's so good.
Do I look like I'm Jack Nicholson about to mess up?
Yes,
the art
you do,
museum?
actually. You do look like Jack Nicholson from Batman.
You are Le Joker.
So the way they got Tom Cruise was they actually took him up in a plane. They said, "Hey, do you want to go up and do 5 Gs?" And he said, "Sure." So
I'll
they
take
went
5
up there.
Gs.
Yeah, right.
I
they went
don't
up
think
there
any
and
of us
did
have
that.
ever felt that.
No. So they went up and did a barrel roll and did 5 Gs, and he was like, "I'm in." I'm not kidding.
Okay.
Apparently,
That's
Val
all it took.
Kilmer also did not want to be in it, but I think he had the same agent as Tom Cruise, and so they were apparently on board once they all talked.
He's like, "Oh God,
They came as a pair.
He said that he felt the script felt silly and also didn't like warmongering films, is what Val Kilmer said.
Yeah. I mean, I could see that, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, did anyone watch Heat lately?
Yeah,
I have not.
There's more. There's some mongering, not about war, but kind of
Other types of mongering.
right. So another fact we have: the Pentagon charged Paramount $1.8 million just to use the aircraft in Navy ships. So those were actual aircraft.
Man, it is wild to see them just land on that ship and just stop immediately.
I think the same thing. The precision is crazy.
And it's so rudimentary. It's like, hey, we're gonna drop a hook off your plane, and you're just gonna catch this rope, and we're just gonna stop you. That's fine.
And when they touch down, they throttle up just in case they miss the cable.
Oh, okay,
so even
yeah.
if they catch the cable, they're just at full throttle, and the cable stops them.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy. All right, 2 more facts.
I'm stressed just thinking about that.
Yeah, I know. One's more sad, so I'll get that one out of the way. Stunt pilot Art Scholl was tragically killed during the film's shoot at the age of 54. So his plane failed to revert from a flat spin and nosedived into the Pacific Ocean. The plane and his body were sadly never recovered.
Oh man. So that was for that stunt?
Yeah,
like
they
had to make the plane spin.
Right.
And he had the task of making it spin and then not fucking the plane up completely.
Right. And instead he lost control and
died for the story of Goose.
He is Goose.
So at the end, this film is dedicated to him.
Yeah.
Last one.
Man, that sucks.
I know. Seriously.
For getting that out of the way.
I had to get that one for a more funny one. So Top Gun is a real thing. It actually is a flight school for the best of the best.
Top Gun.
Best of the best.
Yeah. So it is a real school. And apparently, if you quote the film at the school, you're slapped with a hefty fine of $5.
Ooh.
if they
Okay.
catch you quoting it, it's because you don't turn Top Gun into a joke by referencing the movie. They said it's not a joke. So
I mean, the movie doesn't
apparently
make it a joke.
No, no, it really doesn't actually. I think the spin that has come out of the movie is a joke, but like I don't think it's much like it's more of a drama.
Oh yeah,
like
for sure.
it really is. So like it's kind of funny how it's taken its own legs and, kind of completely become its own ridiculous thing, and maybe the beach volleyball scene.
The
is part of
volleyball
it.
scene, because they bring that back in the new one.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
because I remember Julia's like, they have this scene, and like Tom Cruise is old now, but like he's hanging with those young guys.
Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And I really enjoyed the new one too. I thought it was like decent. Like it's entertaining.
I remember liking it. I feel like the story of that one was the one that I thought this one was going to be, because
okay.
it has been a long time
Yeah.
since I've seen this movie.
Nice. And that's dumb. Come on. What is that a reference to? Trying to think. What was
The
dumb?
people making a joke out of Top Gun,
Oh,
maybe.
Yeah. I
Or
would assume
fining
so.
them $5. Honestly, I would save up like $500, and I just
I know, and just
I'd walk around quoting it.
constantly. Yeah, exactly.
Constantly.
There are some good quotes. All right, let's get into the questions.
Okay, well, first of all, John, I don't know if we have John still, but
Yeah,
he
not
might
allowed,
he
good.
might jump back on.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
All right, favorite thing about the movie. All right, Eric, Slim Pickens. It's up to you.
Oh man, you go first.
All right, fair. All right, I think my favorite thing, and I have a couple since it's just us, but my favorite thing about the movie is that it's just a straight blockbuster. So it's got your romance with Tom Cruise and Kelly McGillis.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have pretty good chemistry. Now he is 5'7" and she's like 5'10". So I did read that they had some height issues, but whatever. I think they have good chemistry.
Yeah,
It's got sing-alongs. It's got an epic soundtrack in general.
yeah, it does.
It has it had the winning award, Academy Award winning original song, and Take My Breath Away. There's John.
Hello, John.
Hello. I apologize.
It's
Oh,
okay.
you're good. I think it has all the drama. It has all the action. Like there's sad moments. There's some pretty messed up moments and kind of shocking. Like when we see Goose die, it's like,
Yeah,
whoa, I haven't seen a movie with a dead body in a while. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like we haven't watched something like Saving Private Ryan. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, it was
and
kinda
like
weird.
the
It's been
way
a
that
while.
the way that they tow him out of the water was just like heartbreaking.
yeah.
Because usually like in movies or like in real life, of course, like if someone's injured, they're like, don't touch them,
Yeah,
leave them right there. But they're just like, okay, we're gonna hook him onto the helicopter and just pull him up.
I know.
He's
It's so
definitely
messed up.
dead.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think it's a great drama. It's got great action. It's a blockbuster. It's a fun popcorn movie, and there's a lot of sauce and substance at the same time.
Sauce, baby.
Sauce.
Ooh,
Eric,
sauce.
what was your favorite thing?
I like the movie as a whole, but I had a hard time like narrowing down like one thing, and I think my favorite thing was just like Maverick's evolution of realizing
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm not the best, or like I need to be a little more conscientious or like aware of everything.
I totally agree.
I think
I'm not
that
the
was
only
probably
one out there.
yeah, exactly. I
No,
think that was
I-
probably my favorite thing.
Yeah, that was the second favorite thing that I had was the same thing. I like how you said it with the evolution. I think it's having the main protagonist not win the big award, Top Gun award. Like the movie's called Top Gun,
Yeah,
and he's some hot shot, and he doesn't win it. And not
Yeah.
only does he not win it, it's not rubbed in our faces that he lost. Like it's
Yeah.
just, oh, Goose or sorry, Iceman won. Like that's it. Like
Yeah.
that's all it was. I really like how it wasn't over the top in that regard. Right?
Yeah,
Like it
'cause
was like he lost, but he grew. Right.
it wasn't like a redemption after that fact. Like he wasn't
Yeah.
trying to fight for like, oh yeah, I actually won, or I could have
No,
won if I wanted to. Something like that.
like yeah, exactly. And then you have the coming together between Val Kilmer and Tom Cruise, and it's like, yeah, they're on the same team. Like
Yeah.
maybe they have a inner rivalry trying to be the best, but
Yeah.
at the same time, like they're fighting somebody trying to kill
Yeah,
them.
he
So
ends
it's
up
like they're
saving
on the same team.
Iceman in
Yeah.
Yeah.
real war, not just war games.
Yeah, exactly. So like I thought that was really clever when usually we're either given, oh, he redeemed himself and he is the Top Gun. And it ends with him like, yeah, I am the best. It didn't have really that
Throwing-
feel.
yeah.
You know?
No, it didn't. Yeah.
So I like that as
Yeah,
well.
absolutely.
Good answer. That's funny you said that. John?
Oh, most liked?
What was your favorite thing about this movie, John?
Never had
It's
that
the
category.
flying, dude. I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
I mean, the flying's pretty fucking sick.
Flying is, yeah. Nothing else needs said.
Yeah. John's got some flight hours on him.
Yeah, I was going to say, of the three of us, John is the only one that's flown.
Well, as pilot in command, only about 200, but as
Only 200.
just
I mean-
flying, Matt has the most.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's
as a
fair.
passenger, yes.
That doesn't count. You've actually flown.
Yeah, I mean, like,
flown.
if you put Matt in a cockpit,
Fuck no.
if someone's on the other end of the headset, they can probably program the computer to land it, but
yeah.
but he's not going to know anything.
No, John has real hours. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I remember you doing that.
Yeah,
Back in
so
the
does your brother. He's got more hours than me, I'm sure, by now.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
By now.
It's Benjamin, right?
Yeah. Yeah. He
Yeah.
actually lost control, or not control. Like his plane went out of gas, or the engine fell apart. Like he had to have an emergency landing. So I don't think he's.
Is he
flown
okay?
since. He's okay, but
Okay.
I think it kind of scared him a little, which
Yeah.
clearly it would me too, right?
Yeah, I mean, it knocked out what was the dude at the beginning?
Oh yeah, right. What was that
Uh,
guy's name?
I can't remember his name, but like it
I
fucked
can't
him up.
Yeah,
And
oh,
it was
yeah.
just the guy having a lock on the opponent, or like the bad guy having a lock on his plane that fucked
Right.
him up so bad.
Yeah, right.
I can't even imagine how that feels. I can't
No.
even imagine actually flying a plane, let alone
Like having to land it
trying
like
to
that.
shoot guns from a plane.
Cougar. Julie's right.
Cougar, there we go.
Boom. Nice.
Thank you.
Cougar.
That MiG really messed
call.
him up.
Really messed him
yeah,
up.
it did.
Was
right.
that Tim Robbins as
It
Merlin?
was. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Merlin, yeah. Yeah, it's a young version of Tim
Dang.
Robbins.
I didn't catch that.
1986. Yeah. All right,
I
next
noticed
category.
that like them wearing their masks had no actual purpose other than when they needed to show the faces of the actors. It's like normally when you're in a dogfight or over 10,000 feet, you're wearing your mask, but they needed to get the money shot of Tom
Yeah, of
Cruise in
Yeah.
his cockpit.
Well, I thought
yeah.
whenever you took your mask off, Independence Day told me that when you take your mask off, you die.
Yeah, no.
I'm losing it.
Well, since that's not realistic, it could be a least favorite thing. What is your least favorite thing about the movie?
Hold on, you're telling me that that fighter pilots fighting aliens above New York and Las Vegas is not real? You're not telling me. You're telling me that that's not realistic.
Matt, what is the snake
I
oil
want
you're
to
trying to sell?
Because
me
it's
here?
I know,
it
right?
felt pretty fucking real to Harry Connick Jr. when he took his mask off and he died.
Go play your piano. All right, John. What was your least favorite thing about the movie?
I'll go with just, I guess, how hard it is to portray the real, like, reactions and like scope of what fighter pilots have to deal with, because they're like
Yeah.
they're closing at 1,000 knots. That's totally unimaginable. And it's
It
like,
is for
oh,
most
they're
of us.
passing us, and in the movie it's like shh.
Yeah.
But in
Yeah.
real life, it's probably like zip.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like when they were gonna send Maverick up, or when they sent Maverick up, they're like a 250 miles out, and Maverick's like, "I'll be there in 30 seconds." It's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I can't imagine reacting, like flying that fast and reacting. Like it's unimaginable.
Yeah, I'm going head to head. We're like Mach 1.5.
Crazy. No,
It's like
absolutely
it's
nuts.
it's on par with pod racing. No human can do that.
He's
Eric,
a Jedi.
what was your least favorite thing?
I said the egos because God, those people were fucking egotistic assholes. Just, I mean, like I understand that they're the best of the best, and like they deserve to have their heads filled like that, and like I understand that some people's inclination is to do that, but when I see it, I am not happy. Oh, you titled yourself Maverick. I should have titled myself Maverick because my name is in Maverick.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
is,
man.
actually.
God,
You could have had. You know what you could have done?
Eric.
Maverick.
Well, you could have done. Hold on.
Matt should be
this is-
Matt Rick.
Matt
Rick.
Maverick.
I don't know.
I don't even know. Did I spell it wrong? I didn't even look it up.
Call
Is there a
sign.
K on the end?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there a K on the
Jester.
end? I feel like there is a K.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
What was your
Yeah.
least favorite thing about this
Why?
movie, Matt?
Yeah. So my least favorite thing was how fast they went from that ceremony to like, oh, by the way, now you got to go shoot people down. And there's
By
like,
the way, we're in a war situation.
I know.
It was like immediate.
I know. It was at the ceremony.
Yeah.
And so my least favorite thing is not exactly that, but it's the clunky transitions, and that kind of is a theme throughout the movie, where they're just trying to go from one scene to another, and they can't really figure out how to do it, and so they just come up with some wild storyline like that, like, oh,
Yeah.
by the way, hey, you know what? We got to go out now. It's like we could have just had a normal, like, he went to bed and then, you know, he wakes up and he has a call, or like somebody wakes him up on the, you know, somebody calls him and wakes him up with the phone.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, get out of bed and it's time to go. You know, you could have
That would have been
like that.
that would have been really good, actually.
Yeah. I know.
I was
like,
gonna say like they could have fast forwarded in time, but I don't think that would have had the same impact. I think the calling in the sleep would be good.
because like you would go from that high of everybody kind of being there. You kind of didn't get to let that sink in that they just graduated Top Gun.
Everyone.
Like, that was the whole
fucking
point of the
graduated.
movie.
Yeah,
right. And it was like a 5-minute scene. It wasn't long enough. So then but I think throughout the movie that kind of happens, where they're like, we need to fit in this scene, and that scene. And so I just thought the transitions were clunky.
Yeah. But then they had an even higher high after that.
That's
they won
no,
the
I agree.
day.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. John might be the fighter pilot in this movie, or the actual plane in this movie. That's how high they were.
I'm aiming high. I'm sorry.
Next category. Who won the movie?
Well, you did cast John as a basketball a couple weeks ago.
He could be any kind of inanimate object.
If you throw it high enough, John can be it.
We call him John Kite for a reason.
I've never heard you call him.
Yeah, that's the first for me too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and
That
start
tickled
us
me.
off with this one.
Okay.
I went and said Iceman because the movie's called Top Gun and he won Top Gun. So
Yeah,
I
I'm
went
gonna
based-
piggyback off that, and I said Iceman as well because he won
Yeah.
Top Gun, and then he lived through the the excursion that
actual
they had
fight
after
scene.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
the fight after that.
Yeah, and he didn't lose a friend like Maverick did.
Yeah,
So like
was
I struggle saying Maverick
Right.
because of that. Right?
no.
I mean, he admonished him for being unsafe, and
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
it unfortunately cost Goose his life to prove that.
Yeah.
Goose. Oh, Goose Boy's not even here.
Our dearly
He
departed.
is called Goose Boy.
Oh my
and he's not even
gosh.
on here. We could have had him as Goose Boy. John, who won the movie for you?
I mean, I feel like a dick now because I was thinking Maverick.
Playing
That's-
nerds.
I think that's what it's. I mean, probably supposed to be like, yeah, he's the main character. He swooped in and broke quite a few eggs to make an omelet, but
Yeah, there's a good quote
eventually
about
saved
that.
Iceman and
That's fair.
saved
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, again, Eric said the evolution of his character is the best or the most. I mean, he went from A to B or the biggest change.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I can see that answer. I was going to say flight enthusiast. I mean, we'll get into it, but like, there's not a ton of movies like this in the flying world, like fighter pilot wise. You know, like most of them are more about being a passenger or flying like a not boring, but a regular plane, not a fighter jet. Sorry, I don't think anything's boring. I think it's all pretty wild.
Yeah.
All right, next category. And again, this won an Academy Award for this category. Favorite song, moment, or score scene? All right, Eric, I'll let you have first dibs.
I mean, it's Danger Zone. Like, you can't not pick that. But I
Danger
said
Zone's sick.
like my backup, if no one else said it, was like any sort of 80s guitar that they have in the movie.
Yeah, fair.
That was amazing. Like distorted 80s lead guitar. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
that was my vibe during this whole movie.
Yes.
I think there's a lot of good ones. I'll go with Take My Breath Away,
Okay.
which is the song that won.
Oh, really?
and-
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't Danger Zone. It was Berlin's Take My Breath Away, which makes sense from an Academy standpoint. But man, that song, I really like that song. I think they liked it so much that they had it multiple times in the movie.
Yeah.
And it's so catchy. I mean, same with Danger Zone. They have a couple times. Anytime they start flying,
Yeah.
you're like, hell yeah. Like,
Hell yeah.
In my opinion, this is one of those 80s movies that are enjoyable because of
Yeah,
the
I
vibe.
love the tones of the 80s, how
vibes.
it's all like
Yeah.
synthesized.
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah, and that, like Eric said, that guitar, and they're like flying. Like, how can you not just
Yeah.
at least enjoy this
You're
movie?
pulling
Like,
5Gs up there. It's fucking mind melding.
how can you not at least sit back and eat some popcorn and just enjoy the movie? You don't. It's not a
Enjoy the
10 out of
ride.
10, but just you can't. It's crazy that people don't like this.
We
movie.
can call Kevin and ask him if you want.
It's just not for me.
Oh shit! I forgot. I hate this movie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, John was going to be our
to
Kevin
pretend.
stand-in tonight. He's supposed to
Yeah.
not like this movie.
Designated
Again, it's not
Royals
amazing,
fan.
but it's just got good vibes. It's a fun movie to watch.
Yeah.
John, what was your favorite music scene, score scene?
Do dee dee do dee dee do.
The theme song at the
beginning. Like when they're back home and they've won the day. And that fucking
It reminds me of,
I'm
like, Pilot-
yeah, man, we did it. USA.
Pilot Wings,
USA.
maybe. Like Pilot, I feel like the video game Pilot Wings, or like one of those old video games. That was the theme song. Like,
Yeah, like
That's what
yeah,
that
like
feels
the
like.
end credits once you beat the game.
yeah, once you beat a video game, that's what that sounds.
Time to take it all in.
I also liked the other stuff. Like, not a. I think the scene when he's doing Great Balls of Fire, Goose. I
Yeah.
think that's fun. Not like too amazing, but fun. And the other song where they're trying to impress her with the loving feeling song,
Yeah.
I think that's fun because I think it's a cute moment. Like, I like the interaction that follows right after that, where he's like, I only tried it once and this is the second time, and she like shuts him down. Like, I like that interaction where he's trying to be this playboy and she's like, nah. Like, that's fun.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it also explain. It has Goose as his wingman. He's like, I don't want to do this routine, and he's like,
Yeah,
he's like, we're doing it, and he
yeah,
does the
I
whole
thought that
thing
was.
as his wingman.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's cheeky, but in a way where it's still fun. Oh,
that
yeah.
was one of my my least favorite things. Was I said it's got to be super awkward to have the whole bar singing a song
Oh, I
at you.
know. To you. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, like two at you. Just
if I'm the dude and a girl's singing to me like that, I'd be like, this is embarrassing. But
I think I would get up and walk away.
Exactly.
I think I would be so
I'd be
uncomfortable.
Like, shut.
Yes.
No.
I gotta go.
This is not my vibe.
Carissa says, "Take My Breath Away." Reminds me of the 90s romance movie montage ads that used to be on so many DVDs and VHS before you got to the menu. Yeah, to 100%. That's hilarious.
Yes, that's so specific and so correct.
There's so many good 90s romance movies. All right. There's a couple of good ones here. Favorite line from the movie? Well, there's one obvious one that's kind of almost so famous that you don't even realize it's from this movie.
I don't know what you're talking about, honestly.
Well, I'll go with it.
Okay.
I feel the need for speed.
Okay, it was in the trailer. Duh.
I know, but a lot of people don't even realize that's what this is. That's where this line came from.
That's amazing. Yeah, I had no idea.
Like, that's such a common thing to say, right? I feel the need for speed. That's from Top Gun. It's pretty mind blowing.
There we go.
You didn't know it, right?
I had no idea. That's awesome.
Yeah. What about you, Eric?
I didn't have many because I was just kind of like focused on the movie, but
Yeah.
mine was I think it was after he did the flyby and the guy's yelling and he's like, I want some butts.
Yeah.
As he's walking away.
Nice.
So that was mine. I want some butts.
John, did you have a favorite line?
Oh gosh, mine. Oh no.
Just listen to what's going on.
No.
Yeah, I had one. And it flittered away.
That's all right, Ronnie.
It's okay.
Okay, Ronnie.
I have two more. I'll give you one. I like when Maverick's doing one of his fancy flying stunts, and afterwards, one of the main instructors is like, "Son, your ego is writing checks your body can't cash." Because he's talking about how expensive those planes are.
Yeah.
I like that one. And then the other one, Iceman's like at the end of the movie when they're finally kind of not buds, but they kind of respect each other.
They have a
mutual
moment.
Yeah. And Iceman's like
together, so to speak.
Yeah, and Iceman's like, you can be my wingman anytime. And Maverick's like, bullshit, you can be mine. And Maverick's like, it's classified.
Oh no, Tom Skerritt wanted him before that. He's like, hey
that's
man,
right.
if this don't work out, come to Papa.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, and there's one other line that I had actually. And Maverick's saying, it's classified. I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
That's good.
Which I don't think that's from this. Like, I think that's been a saying longer. It would be crazy if Top Gun came up with that one. But that's in regards to when he did that crazy stunt she's talking about. And they're like, actually, it was this. I love that scene when they're all sitting there. and
Yeah.
she's like teaching him, and they're like
That's
basically
another-
bragging about Maverick in class.
Yeah.
Like he's
That's
right there.
that's another funny time when Goose is like, "Oh yeah, it was an awesome moment. I got a Polaroid or I got a great Polaroid
Yeah.
of it somewhere."
Right. Oh, absolutely.
Maybe I could be a photographer.
Yeah.
There's your line. All right. Does this movie get made now? Well, it recently had a sequel.
Yes.
On top of that,
Oh,
I think it's pretty generic. And I think as CGI and technology keep improving, I think these movies should get made more, honestly.
Yeah, 100%. Like
Like-
any of the Star Wars movies, like the new Star
Yeah.
Wars when they have like air fights or space fights.
Yeah, for sure. It's
Yeah.
awesome. Like that's
Yeah.
some of the best stuff. Is
Mhm.
The visual aspect of flying is so cool.
Yeah.
I think they should. So, I mean, I would say yes.
I said yes
Yes.
as well.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah, because I feel like this movie had a hard time conveying what it's actually like to fly like that, and then the
Yeah.
new Top Gun movie did better.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. From that aspect, I do agree.
Yeah.
Also,
And they
I
were like
Miles Teller.
they were pretty limited like back then on like the size of like the camera equipment.
Sure.
So like just nowadays by the how much technology has progressed that they can convey that feeling even better
definitely.
to the viewer.
For sure. Yep.
Yeah,
so I
which
would say
I
yes.
think is funny. I mean, not to get too off track, but in the new movie, that's how they have this whole angle about like basically pilotless on UAVs, whatever.
Yep.
And they're like, "Oh yeah, we can do so much more without the pilot."
Yep.
Great.
It is a good theme though. I mean, that is
Yeah.
something again that can be pushed. So I did really like the new Maverick. I saw it in theaters and that was a great experience.
I remember liking it. I've only seen it once. And that
Yeah, me too, actually.
if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was like it came down to like a mission that they had or something, like where someone got lost like far away and they had
Far
to go
away,
get them.
and Tom Cruise had to go rescue.
Okay,
Yep.
that's what
It was a
I
rescue
thought.
mission.
Okay,
Yep.
because
We
that's
need one
again
more
that's what I
guy.
thought this one was gonna be, but then I was like, I'm mistaken.
I mean, it kind of was because he was the last guy. He was the guy in reserve off the carrier.
That's true. Yeah, he'll be there in 30
True.
seconds.
Yeah, the sixth man, the Detlef Shrimp, or the Chris Mullen.
Oh my god. Those are basketball references.
I knew it only because I know Detlef
Jam.
Shrimp is
Oh.
a basketball player, and I only know that because Band of Horses has a song called Detlef Shrimp.
No.
And someone told me that was a basketball player one time.
It's hilarious.
that
I
is-
gotta listen to that song. I
Yeah,
like
that
Band of
is the
Horses.
story of how I know that Detlef Shrimp is a basketball player.
That's
That and
called
Parks
an
and Rec.
alley-oop.
Yeah,
Detlef from Parks and Rec.
yes.
Oh, really? Is
Parks
it
and
a
Rec. He's in. He's
quote?
in.
Or is
he's-
he in it?
He's in it. He is. He's
gets
hired
the
by
F.
Tom at
F.
Entertainment 720 to reach up and get the shrimp
that's
glasses from
Love
the
that
top shelf and give them to party guests.
No, really?
Yes.
That's awesome. It's I believe it's DETLEF. I think.
Yeah.
I think it's because he's.
Is he German?
I believe
Yeah,
so.
I think so.
Thank you.
I know
Mr.
more about him from the basketball, but that is awesome.
Yeah.
Get that paper.
Yeah, I mean he was on there as himself. He's
That's so
Just-
cool. I didn't know that.
because Tom's like, yeah, I got NBA player Detlef Shrimp handing out shrimp.
It was really him.
Yeah, and then he's like, do you just want me
Awesome.
to stay here and like hand out shrimp? And he's like, yes, I told you 3 times.
Dang.
Stay in your corner. Dish out
Still
shrimp. Mr.
Still haven't
Shrimp.
watched Parks and Rec.
Yeah, that's the for the TV podium though, so I should probably
Right.
stop.
Yeah,
Kevin
that
might
was
get mad at me.
That was a fun
Uh,
diversion.
That
I
was.
liked it. All right, next category: most rewatchable scene. That sounds like a good one. All right, I went with the volleyball scene because I think it's insanely ridiculous. I just think
it's
it's
pretty
so out
ridiculous.
of nowhere. Like, and no, like the entire, like, there's no reason for it. I mean, it's just out of nowhere.
There's a reason for it. You got to see those dudes' hot bods,
Yeah, which is hilarious. 'cause
sweating
we don't.
and stuff.
Yeah,
Hey, they just
fine.
they need to blow off
It's,
some steam after
yeah. Oh,
days of really intense fighter piloting.
Yes.
it's true. Oh, I'm nothing against. I mean, yeah, it's
You'd be out
whatever.
there with your shirt off playing volleyball too, man. Don't
Probably.
even
It's my
play
most
coy.
rewatchable
I
scene.
wonder who's acting as Maverick.
The other thing that I said was anytime danger zone hits and they're flying.
Yes.
I mean, holy shit. Seriously. Bow, bow,
It's so
bow,
good.
bow.
How could you not love this movie, you dumbass
Right?
Kevin?
I know. Seriously. Eric, what about you?
I said the ending flight scene, the ending air battle for sure,
Oh,
because it's
pretty epic.
awesome. Yeah. I love the
Yeah.
like the any of the flying shots for sure, but I mean the story just wraps up at that one. And again, you see the evolution of Maverick where he's
Yeah.
like, "No, this fucked me over a couple times before. I'm not going to leave I'm not going to leave the wingman post."
Yeah, exactly. John?
Yeah, I think the end. Like, I think they saved all the best flying shots for the end.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I
Yep.
feel like were probably really hard to film and like work into the movie. But
Yeah.
also Maverick just cleans up at the end. He just
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
3 planes out of the 4. And, like,
He does go on a
there's
roll
like
there.
6 or something. That
Yeah, there's
he
6, I think.
Oh,
comes
John's
in
watching.
and destroys.
Oh,
It's-
there's the Great Balls of Fire was just happening. In the background, they're riding the motorcycle. Is it Berlin playing again, or is that or no? Oh man, I can't remember. There's so many good
Oh,
scenes.
gosh, if I had subtitles on, it would say.
You don't have subtitles? No.
No, wait, you big
My
stud,
kids always
big
turn 'em
feet.
off.
What? Oh, shoot. They're eating each other's faces.
Oh, they go hard. I mean, like there's a couple scenes where they're into it. What was this rated? I didn't even pay
They're
attention.
fighter pilots. What do you
Is it
expect?
PG-13 or R? Yeah.
They see a target and they go.
All right. Well, since Kevin's not here, I think the off-screen drunk is an easy category.
Just to give an update, it was rated PG. In 1986.
Are the times
PG.
they are
Lots to me.
changing?
Looking borderline. There's a PG-12. I recommend it for that.
John, how would your mom feel about this movie?
It's not
No,
PG-13, it's just PG.
It's just PG.
Oh. She'd probably make me close my eyes for parts of it.
I mean, the bedroom scene. That's where I was like, oh, it's got.
So yeah,
There's
they
like
some
comedy, right?
unnecessary sex
Yeah.
scenes, and it's like, okay, we could just imply that they had sex, but it's like, no, we're
You
gonna.
got to show Tom Cruise
Rough
making
board
out,
for
and, right in 1986. Like, I feel like you got to show him making out. So
Tom
I'm
Cruise
just
looked
surprised
like a
he did.
child in this movie.
I know. I feel like they're different in age. I don't remember the age difference,
And
but I
it's
think they
his
are.
teacher talk about a
Yeah.
power dynamic that
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable with.
Tom Cruise was 24 when he filmed the movie.
Wow, she was definitely older. I think.
Yeah, I
Probably
would
not
assume
by
so.
much, but yeah, they were different. I mean, she's like 5'10", so yeah, they apparently like they had him on like, high boots and stuff. Or, like tried to film it
What
differently.
big difference? You think she could waste them?
There are things in the movie industry called apple boxes, and they're just like boxes of wood that people stand on to make you taller. That's it, and I'm sure they use those.
Oh, for sure. Oh, so we got some funny things I didn't see. Yes, John had a similar upbringing. My mom filtered this for us. Close your eyes. Fast forward. They didn't make out. Okay. It's hilarious. And
Kelly McGillis, who played Charlie
teacher.
Blackwood, was 27 years old.
so only 3 years. That's not a big difference.
Hot for teacher.
Yeah, exactly. John, you couldn't be hot
Legal
for teacher. They were
consenting.
24, 27.
Whose income has no bearing on their relationship.
Wait, what was the first
What?
part?
What was the first part?
Oh, they're both consenting adults.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Good on them for being adults. All right.
Good on
so
them
the
for-
screen drunk. Yeah.
For flying planes and making out and having sex and shit like that.
And listening to Kenny Loggins.
I mean, it's all cool if you have parental guidance.
That's all it is, PG. I said it was the head pilot instructor because he obviously drank off all of his emotions.
Chester?
Yeah, because he was he was able to tell Maverick to just forget Goose. Like 2 days later. Like just forget about him. I don't think it's that easy. Like it's your best friend that you fly around with. And you just like lived with him dying. Like, yeah, maybe it'll take a week. Like, good Lord. And the shower too.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, forget about him, buddy. Touch your naked body. Like what was going on? I think he's the drug for sure.
Yeah. I didn't have anyone, but I'm gonna go with that because I think you hit the nail on the head there.
Yeah.
I had the same
just forget
answer, but
about
my
Goose.
reasons were like they're talking about their kill to death ratio or whatever, and like, man, we took heavy losses, like we regressed, and he's one of the guys who like lived through that
Yeah.
slaughter, and he's like obviously grizzled and
Oh yeah, he doesn't give a shit now.
He's like the dude in Jaws. Was telling the story.
Yeah, Robert Shaw.
Yeah.
Love
So
that.
he's got like a cigar in his mouth. He's like,
Yeah.
dead up there, man. You're dead, man.
Yeah,
You
just
don't
keep
want to know
flying.
it goes up there.
But also Kevin. All right, next category. Casting our friends. All right, John, who'd you got? Who'd you have? Who'd you got?
Who'd you got?
The fleet captain of Maverick is Eric, the beautiful bald man who
Oh, nice.
just
I'm sending you guys to Top Gun.
I actually
Which is-
had him as that too, but not for the baldness.
I mean, he's such a hard ass too that I just love to see Eric be that hard ass and be like chewing people out and be like, get that fucking plane down here, man. I
don't know if I could.
Great is they reunite with him at the end. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
whatever mission they get deployed to, it's like that same guy.
Yep.
He's like, oh God, Maverick's back. Which brings me to my next cast, which is Matt as Maverick.
Maverick.
Matt.
Patrick. Nice.
And that's pretty much my two main casts.
Well, we're here. Thanks, John.
Yeah.
Eric, what about you?
So I had Matt. You're the instructor that flew with Maverick's dad because you're always looking out for us, and you're like, if you don't find your Rio, just hit me up. I'll fly with you.
Oh, he's Tom Skerritt.
Yes.
Yep.
I said Dave is Maverick because he's the hot shot. Dave's the hot shot,
Nice.
and his partner in crime, Goose, is our boy down there, Johnny.
No question.
Johnny's the Goose.
No question.
And then I said Kevin is Iceman because he's by the book.
Nice. Very good.
Also, to backtrack a little bit, I thought it was hilarious that they're making him out to be like the Iceman, to be the villain because he flew by the flew with the rules.
Right.
Like
And
he executed everything perfectly to the rules. So like fuck him.
Right. Yeah, it's so weird. And he's not.
He's an asshole.
Yeah.
And he's not even that big of an asshole. Like, he doesn't spray paint his car or his motorcycle, or you know what I mean? Like, there's not like a bunch of big pranks. Like, they're just rivals. You know?
Yeah, he does nothing bad but flex on Maverick.
Yeah, right. Which is okay, whatever. They're pilots. They're probably trying to beat each other, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just wearing him out until he makes a mistake, which he eventually does.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And he wins Top Gun.
Julie said,
Val.
I like seeing Val Kilmer in a role where he wasn't the most volatile character. Yeah, that's a really good point. Well said.
When we first discussed what movie we were going to do, we were thinking Tombstone, and I told Julie that, and she was like, I fucking love Tombstone.
I know.
She got so pumped. She got so pumped, and then I was like, oh, we're actually going to do Top Gun. She's like, well, okay.
I know. Tombstone's great, too. Honestly, if it was just the three of us, might have just done that. I just thought Top Gun was shorter and more, and more entertaining. But Tombstone does rule.
We definitely should have done Batman Forever, even though we have done it with Sawyer.
I was gonna say, we've done that one.
We just need to do another one.
Yes, do another one with Sawyer.
Batman Forever is awesome to watch.
Yes.
All right, my casting, I have Kevin as Maverick because he's headstrong and won't listen to anything we say because he's got to do it his way.
Yeah. He's got to fuck up.
Yeah.
So bad that it teaches him.
Right.
That's not how he has to do it. Maybe I shouldn't do this.
I have, of course, as Eric said, Goose is John.
Goose
laid back and along for the ride.
Yep. Also, I really like the casting of John as any of the planes. That's good.
I know. That's my backup.
It's really fucking good.
They get pretty high
that
up
plane
there.
Doesn't belong to you. It belongs to the taxpayers.
Get off my plane.
I had Eric as the first instructor. I didn't actually think of the bald part, but that's funny. I did say Eric because he's basically berating Maverick and Goose, or Kevin and John, and then still being like, you know what? I have no choice. You have to go to Top Gun.
You guys are the silliest fucks I've seen.
Yeah.
But I'm still sending you to Top Gun.
Yeah, that's basically how Eric would interact with Kevin, and John just along for the ride. Yeah, exactly. And then I had Dave as Iceman because he'll play the other side sometimes.
Oh yeah.
But he's not a bad guy by any means.
No.
That's actually what I had before. Like, I agree with you. He's not really a bad guy in this.
No, he's not.
And by the end, Maverick and Iceman are friends or buds or whatever you want to say. They're mutually fine.
Yeah.
And that's my
I like that. That's good.
Yeah, I want to mention Val as a bad guy. And quote, I think we were discussing Disney movies separately.
Yeah.
But a quote from Wreck-It Ralph, just because you're a bad guy does not make you a bad guy.
Oh, man. Good quote. Yeah,
It's
Wreck-It
so
Ralph.
good.
Oh, man. We should do Wreck-It Ralph soon.
Yeah, we should.
Good
I would be
times.
down.
All right, we got two more, and this one will be in honor of Val Kilmer as well. Is this a podium role for any of the top billed cast members? I said yes to everyone but Val Kilmer. What do you guys think?
But
Yeah, I agree.
Movies?
But
how could
What-
you leave him out?
yeah, so what's his podium? I mean, Batman's number one.
I do have him as Batman.
Yeah, Batman's number one.
I don't have it as one, but
Well,
I do.
You're
have it
wrong,
as
but it's
Batman.
number one.
I do think being anybody who's been somebody as big as Batman, it should be on their podium, and like 99% of the time, like Robert Pattinson, still Batman and Twilight. Like anybody who's played Batman, it's
Batman and
got to be
Jacob.
up there. Yeah,
Batman's a big
wrong one.
Oh, is
Isn't
it
It's
Edward?
Edward. Yeah,
Fuck. I
come
should know
on.
that. Julie's going to
Tony.
be very upset with me.
No, Jacob's the werewolf.
Yeah. The dude that doesn't wear the shirt all the time.
Yeah, exactly. So Tom
I
Cruise.
have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
We're talking about Twilight. We're talking about Twilight, John.
I don't think you've
God.
ever watched. Your sisters are older, not younger, so you
Yes.
didn't watch Twilight like I
Yeah,
did.
I had
With my
to
younger
know
sister.
all the Beverly Hills 90210. So,
Hey,
you
I
you
love
could
Beverly
partake
Hills.
in something that I like to call highlight, which is where you watch Twilight, but you're high.
Oh, that's pretty.
sounds
That
nice.
sounds fun, actually.
Yeah.
I'm very down for that.
So, she said, "I really like you." Got it wrong, Eric. So back to the Val Kilmer discussion. I actually think, at least for me, his best performance is his portrayal of Jim Morrison in the
Oh,
Doors
yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
I think he's great. He actually sings, and I'm not sure if he was up for Best Actor, but he probably should have been if he wasn't. He was so good in that, and I think that's what his best main role will be. And then I also said Batman, like what we talked about. If you're a
Number one.
Batman or a big name comic book hero, it's probably on your podium. And then we already mentioned the other one. I think it's Tombstone is his third.
Yeah.
More so
Yeah, I mean,
than that.
that's definitely like a bigger part in Tombstone, right?
Exactly. Yeah, he's Doc
Yeah.
Holliday. So I mean, it's a much bigger.
It's been so
part.
long since I've seen that movie. We probably will watch it.
And there's other movies that he's in that I like. John mentioned it. Heat is another great one. But again, I feel like he's kind of like Iceman in Heat, where it's. I mean, Robert
Iceman
De
in Heat
Niro
is going to be
is
water.
like Robert De Niro is that.
Oh,
Right.
I love you.
Wow. Okay.
Bam. I love it.
I'm glad you cleared this up. No nomination for The Doors. That's crazy, because that was, I mean, a really somewhat popular, but it was an Oliver Stone movie, and he was so good. Oh, Real Genius, yeah, and Willow. Willow's another wild one. Real Genius
He's
is
in
a great.
Willow.
Yeah,
It's been so long since I watched
I know,
Willow.
me too. And Real Genius was, I do love that movie. That movie's great, where they come up with making a robot girl.
Weird science.
Oh, that's Weird Science. Oh my God, I got him mixed up. The Mandela effect. Wait, the Real Genius, he's like a real smart. Oh man, wow, I forgot. That's hilarious. Totally different movie.
That's a
you're
glitch right
That's
there.
weird. Yeah, seriously. And then I also like The Saint. Do you guys remember The Saint?
I've never watched it. I've always wanted to.
So good. I mean, again, I watched it as a kid, but I really, really enjoyed it. Where he like changes his is basically a Bond movie, but better.
Is it like a
what?
revenge movie?
No. So
Okay.
he's like a agent or a spy, and
Mhm.
he like changes his whole character, his whole like everything to. It's basically like Mission Impossible,
Nice.
but he
Okay.
plays a.
called
Yeah,
The
he's got to
Saint?
play a big
Yeah, it's called
range
The
of
Saint.
things in one movie.
Yeah, he changes. Right, he puts on a mustache and pretends he's somebody else, and it's been a long time, but
It's
been a while.
wow. All right, and then the only other person that I have anything to talk about, I think, because Tim Robbins is so small,
Yeah.
Meg Ryan is not in it a ton, so it's not
Yeah.
worth it for her. But Tom Cruise, I said yes.
My gut is yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it takes place in
He's
communist
got a
Russia.
crowded
That's right.
podium.
It's
Yeah.
a very difficult decision, but I do think if I think of one movie, if I had the name of Tom Cruise, it's probably Top Gun. It's not necessarily my favorite, but like Is there a movie that he's more known for?
I would say Mission Impossible.
You think? Oh,
I
okay.
think so.
As like
Over time. As a franchise, I agree.
And he's still
You're
doing his
totally
own
right.
stunts.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And-
I think you're right, Eric. I think it is it's Mission Impossible. It's probably Top Gun, and then for me, I said Last Samurai because I absolutely love that movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
My
but
third
there's
would be
so many.
Jerry Maguire.
Oh, dang, good answer.
Because
Jerry Maguire's great.
Those are like the three movies I think of when I think of him.
Yeah, Jerry Maguire would be a good argument. War of the Worlds was really good. That was a good movie with him in it. That like was reputable. It's Steven Spielberg movie.
He's done all kinds of like sci-fi stuff. I feel
like
I mean, he's just done so much.
Yeah. The Color of Money was a really, really good one when he's younger. I mean, obviously, I guess another one is Risky Business. That's another one that everybody thinks of him.
The Firm? Is that?
He is in The Firm. But I still think it's probably Mission Impossible, Top Gun, and then maybe you're right with Jerry Maguire. Did Jerry Maguire win anything? I feel like maybe Cuba. Cuba might have won Best Supporting in that. Not Tom Cruise, but I don't think he's ever won an award, to be honest. I mean, he's more of the popcorn blockbuster guy.
It looks like the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor.
Yeah.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
All right. At least I got that one. I couldn't believe Val Kilmer wasn't up for an actor for the Jim Morrison portrayal. For Batman, yeah. Right. All right, I think those are the only two people to talk about, and I honestly think there's more to talk about with Val Kilmer. But last thing I'll say on him is go watch the documentary. Now, you might have to have tissues with you, but go watch the documentary that he made. Like, he actually had a big part in making it, about how he had throat cancer and how that all kind of went down, and he basically lost his ability to do his acting. And it's really sad, and it's a really, really good documentary though, and he had a big part in it. So definitely go watch that.
Yeah, he was in the new one, but he couldn't talk, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that was part of I think it's throat cancer. It had something to do with his throat.
It was throat cancer.
Yeah, watch that documentary. Again,
I'm not going to do that.
He was eating too much octopus puss and got the HPV.
Hey, that's what it was.
It'll get you every
Jerry
time.
Maguire, definitely.
Human head weighs 8 pounds. Oh man, Val Kilmer was giving more than 8 pounds of human head.
What was that kid's name? Stephen Lipnicki? Jonathan
Lipnicki.
Is that what it was?
I
oh
think
man!
so.
Wow.
He's
I
one
mean,
of them
you
Jonathans.
complete me line. There's the Secret Garden song by Bruce Springsteen. That's in that. That's really good. Anyways, Jerry Maguire is another good sports movie. So I'll digress.
Sports ball.
Last category. And it's our podium category. We ask, does this movie earn a spot on the podium of greatest movies about flying? Now, this is a pretty generic category. Totally curious where this is going to go. But I think it'll be fun. John, what do you have?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
And it's probably at the top of my podium because the only other two that I can really think of are not. One of them's pretty good. The other one is just some old stuff I remember renting from the public library. So bronze on my podium is, I think it's called The Marvelous Men and Their Flying Machines. About some stupid air race. And,
nice.
old old movie about old flight technology.
Okay.
Nice.
Right up this old
That's
man's
cool.
alley.
Yeah, that's perfect for you.
So the silver I have is Up.
Oh,
Up.
cool.
Ooh, nice.
Good answer.
And
then
then, of course,
Top
Top
Gun
Gun,
is gold.
is the gold.
It's the gold standard. Eric,
Matt, what?
where you
Okay.
at? Oh,
Uh,
I
I'll
have
go.
some. That's fine.
Oh
'cause I
yeah,
have a
yeah,
list.
because you got outside looking. Okay, I
Yeah.
said no.
Wow.
The first three that came to my mind. Number 3 is The Terminal with
Okay.
Tom Hanks. It's
Yeah.
not, but like now that I'm thinking about it, it's not about flying. It's about Tom Hanks being stuck in an airport. So- So that one might
It's
that
your
might not
list.
be. Yeah, true. Number 2 is Turbulence 3.
What?
Yeah.
John, do you know this?
No.
Okay.
I want to know it.
Okay, so Turbulence, I remember watching this on HBO as like a
Mm.
kid like so many times because the Turbulence series of movies, I don't know if it's like theatrical releases. I'm gotta assume that it's
Oh
just
my
made for TV's
God.
movies. Turbulence. So Turbulence as a series is about a plane getting hijacked in the air
Okay.
and everything that ensues. So Turbulence 3 specifically is awesome because number 1, Slade Craven is like a band, like a Marilyn Manson style band that's playing a concert on the plane. They're
Oh,
playing a
God.
concert on the plane, and then
sounds
the
ridiculous.
dude from Gilmore Girls is in it. And he is the hero who like takes the plane back, and I think he lands it. I'm not sure exactly. Turbulence 3, I think it might be called Heavy Metal. Turbulence 3 Heavy Metal.
Yes.
I'm not exactly
Heavy
sure.
Metal subtitle 2001 thriller action.
There we go.
Oh man. That's
So yes,
awesome.
that
Rated
that
R for
if
people who are filtering.
yes, so it might not pass the test. So, yes, Turbulence 3, that was the first thing to come to my mind because it's so like looking back on it, it's so ridiculous, and I remember fucking loving it as a kid, like as a teenager.
Wow. I've never heard of that.
Well, I mean, there's probably
Now
a
I
reason
have.
because I doubt
We might need to get on that one.
Oh God.
it's gonna be our first watch party.
Oh man.
Turbulence 3. And it was only edged out by Independence Day, the best
Of
movie
course.
in the world,
I knew
because
you were gonna do it.
fucking Harry Connick Jr. I learned you take your mask off, you die. Will
Hello, boys.
Smith, Will Smith, fucking beating aliens, saying "Welcome to Earth," punching them in the face. He flies into outer space, and he blows up the mothership after giving it a Jeff Goldblum virus. It's just Independence Day.
Nice.
That's my list.
I knew you were going with that.
Yeah.
See, I
It's-
tried to exclude space flight because it's different
Yeah,
from
me
flying
too.
in the atmosphere.
Well,
But-
guess what? There's a lot of atmosphere flying in that movie too, John.
Exactly.
Sort of, I did, I guess.
It's worlds colliding.
This is what it's
Ooh.
like when worlds collide.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah,
I'm
Chris
sorry,
wants to
what were
know,
we
Eric,
talking
do you
about?
really like Independence
Yes,
Day?
I really like
Can't
Independence
tell.
Day. Yes.
How, like at some point,
you
maybe
not?
for our
I'm-
100th
So okay, I
episode-
don't know if that's like do you really like it, or are you just fucking with me, or
No,
obviously you like it.
I think
Would you
it's the
please shut up?
obvious. No, I think it's the obvious. Well, we know you like it.
Okay, good.
And to the point where I feel like for the 100th episode, I need to know how many times you've answered Independence Day on our list.
Oh,
It's
I
been
swear
at
to
least
God, there's always
at least three.
Yeah,
At least 3.
for sure.
there's a way we could aggregate our podiums
Oh my
to a
God.
podium of podiums.
Independence Day would be up there.
That is up there.
Just like the ship when they go up to the spaceship and give it a virus and then blow up the mothership.
Yeah, see 3 mentions. Yo, Eric's all about independence. And we haven't done it. I think this year maybe is the year on Independence Day.
Well, if we don't do it
What-
before, I'm going to pick it for
what's
my
the
birthday
quote?
pick.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I don't know why I didn't pick it last year, but whatever.
Oh, so anybody want to throw out any of their favorite flying movies? There's quite a few. I kind of did what John did.
Oh,
where
man.
I tried to limit. Yeah, go ahead.
I should have said Batman. I think Batman and Robin
Oh,
was
yeah,
the one with the bat plane.
Yeah. So I tried
That's
to
an
stay
outside
away
looking in. That's
from-
not on my list.
I tried to stay away from like movies that had flying. Like Star Wars did not make the cut for just
Yeah.
because I mean, it doesn't need to make the cut, I guess. It's not really about flying in that sense. So I left it out. But yours actually, I mean, the Independence Day was like some crop dusting farmer
Yeah.
and flying a plane.
Yeah, they were
That's
all
real.
military
That's real.
pilots. He,
Crop dusting farmer is what we call John in Walmart.
Oh my god. Air Force One, yeah, definitely on there.
Yeah.
So I'll throw out some of the
Air
outside
Fart
looking ins. Up in the Air, which was a pretty popular movie.
Was that the John Krasinski one?
No, I don't know. Is he in that? I
Or
haven't
George
seen it in a
Clooney?
while.
George Clooney.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it was up for Best Picture, and it was George Clooney. You have Catch Me If You Can. I mean, there's
Yeah.
kind of a bit of flying in that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, exactly. Con Air, which
Con
did
Air.
not make my list.
I am honestly surprised.
I know this was a really hard one. I think there's a lot of good movies actually.
You're a hard one.
Mr. Grinch.
Oh my god. Flight is decent.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Yeah, Flight with Denzel. Peter Pan is about flying.
Ooh, that's good.
Dunkirk, The Rocketeer is another one about a man flying.
Cody loves.
Cody
The
just
Rocketeer.
mentioned it. Yeah, Airplane. Thank you, Julie. Airplane.
Yes,
Dunkirk is
Airplane.
not a fun movie.
Yeah, Airplane's great. Air Force One, as Clarissa just mentioned, is a
Yes.
popular one.
Get off. my
Armageddon is kind of about flying.
They
Ew.
fucking fly out of the Earth into the
Yeah.
meteor.
Right. Oh yeah, The Aviator. The Aviator's another good one.
Oh, the Aviator is. Yeah, that's.
Yeah. With Leo.
Leo.
Yeah, Leo.
We also have Black Hawk Down, which is a helicopter, but it's still flying.
I
And
mean, there's a little bit of flying, but probably a lot of brutal
army
death.
stuff too. Yeah, for sure. And nobody mentioned Snakes on a Plane.
Oh, damn.
So my actual outside looking in, and I hated not putting on, so I hope Cody does listen to this, is Soul Plane. And the story behind it is that we used to go to Cody's house and fall asleep to Soul Plane. For what reason, I have no idea, other than it was a horrible Snoop Dogg
You're
movie.
programmed.
And we would, and the funniest part is leaving the menu up and then thinking that his dad comes down the stairs and we all are asleep with the menu of that movie on. Soul Plane. I think Cat Williams might even be in that, like young Cat Williams.
Julie says Soul Plane,
Good.
yes.
It's
Young
so
Cat Williams.
ridiculous. All right, so my actual number 3, I'll finally get to it, sorry, is The Wild Robot. And this is a very, maybe a recency bias, but I really enjoy the movie. I love the characters. And the part about flying is that one of the big storylines is of the main character who is a goose.
Goose?
Funny enough. And he's also a runt.
2 O's in Goose.
Yeah, there's 2. And he's assumed to be too small. And so he cannot fly south, or so they assume. And so it's about him trying to overcome the odds of being a runt goose flying south. It's one of the storylines. There's a lot of
Nice.
layers to it, but that's one of the big ones. And I really like how they tackle that.
It's
So I
like
think
an
it's an
ogre.
amazing movie. Now, again, it's a recency
Like
bias.
an
too.
ogre.
Yeah, exactly. Like an onion. My number 2 is kind of different. It's Donnie Darko, and it's not necessarily him flying, but the entire movie is about him coming up with a way to fly and travel in space, fly into a wormhole and travel, time travel.
And there's
Okay.
an aviation accident.
There is. I mean, which is part of him traveling back. But yeah, so I like the concept when he's talking to teachers about time traveling, and just how he comes up with equations for it, the way it's presented. Yeah, the plane engine, what John was talking about, exactly. That part's there too. I don't. That's the part where I love this show. It is every stage of beard growth. It's an amazing observation.
That's my favorite comment.
John, let's get a better look at that mustache.
Wow.
This is every stage.
I trimmed the patch too short.
Oh God, stop that.
Happy Gilmore was last week with the tongue. And my number 1, I didn't answer the question. My number 1 is Top Gun.
Nice.
I feel the need for speed for sure. John Holmes lookalike.
What?
That's hilarious. Isn't that the guy from MTV?
I think you're thinking of Kurt Loder.
That's not who I'm thinking of.
I think it's Eric Holmes or something.
He's a pornographic actor.
Yes.
Is he really? Wow.
Yes.
Does he look like John?
No. Well,
dead? Is he dead?
I think it would be John. It's kind of like a mix between John and you and Matt.
Do I look like Ron Jeremy?
All right, I'll do the face shots, and Matt do all the body.
I don't want any face shots. I don't want any face shots. Good morning from Norway.
Good morning, Polar Nights. You have made my fucking day.
We appreciate it. We hope you enjoyed the show for sure.
I don't know.
Thanks for the laugh. Yeah, my number 1 is Top Gun. It's so good from a flying aspect. The flying scenes of Danger Zone, as we talked about, is good vibes everywhere. Yeah. And just in general, when I think about a movie about planes or flying, I think of Top Gun. I mean, hands down.
I mean, that's wrong because you should be thinking of Independence Day, but but I'll accept it.
I hit you a follow. I just need to delete somebody. Twitch. I have a limit of 3,000. Oh yeah. Oh, nice. That's awesome. I forgot, to be honest. I forgot we're live on Twitch.
Nice. Yeah. So any Twitch watchers, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. Because I just started doing that.
Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome. Thanks, man. All right. Well, what are we doing next week?
I don't know.
Trying to take over the world. The same thing we always do.
Is next week's your movie, Matt?
Oh yeah, it is actually. Oh shit.
Did you forget?
I forgot my own birthday. Yeah, so for anybody listening, Polar Nights, we pick movies for our birthday. We do a special movie pick, and other times we just kind of get together and pick a movie. Or
sometimes we vote.
Yeah, we love seeing people vote. And yeah, for our birthday, we usually pick John.
So what's the movie going to be?
I don't know. It's not going to be. It's not going to be. Yeah, you ever heard of that one? Okay, I deleted the fat girl doing squats for $1 to follow you. Oh my god! I could do some squats for $1.
Yeah.
I'll take $1 for that.
We'll do a squat relay.
$1 for every squat. Matt's gonna be a millionaire.
Dude, don't challenge me.
I'm not going to.
A bunch of air squats. I can do probably.
No, I'm gonna challenge you
here right now. Yeah, it probably won't be. I don't know. I'll zig while you like. Recently, we've been we've been going a straight path. I'll probably come up with something a little different.
Matt's gonna be all like, "I'm into film, so I'm gonna make you guys watch a
I
film."
promise it won't be that. It won't be One Flew Over the Cuckoo's
gonna
Nest or
make you
something
watch
like that.
fine cinema
I
after
won't.
fucking Top Gun and
Gun.
Wayne's World and
Yeah,
Happy
yeah.
Gilmore.
Like,
I just need to bring it a little bit. It doesn't have to be on the other. We won't like watch Life is Beautiful or City of God.
what
or
the
one of
fuck
those.
is
Actually,
that?
you
I've
and I-
never heard of it.
Eric
It's
and I
film,
watched
John. You wouldn't understand.
movies with subtitles is what I was.
Oh,
Ugh.
John will understand that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I actually need those.
I do too.
I need to watch the film at half speed to absorb it all. And I need to do it 20 times.
Hello, John has entered the chat.
Hello.
Hello, John.
All right, I'll come up with something.
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
think
we'll
about
post it
I'll
on
sleep it.
Instagram and here
Yeah,
on YouTube.
definitely. And I can't wait for my song. Top Gun 1 was the best after all. It did have the best looking blonde in it.
Yeah, Val Kilmer
Yeah.
looked pretty good.
I
He was in good shape.
That's
frosted tips.
I am dangerous.
Yes, frosted tips.
Oh my god.
So I
Yeah.
see.
Well, thanks for everybody checking us out.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for everybody joining the chat. We'll be doing this again next Thursday, same time, 9 p.m. And I don't
Same
know what
place.
we'll be watching. Same place, yeah.
Yeah,
YouTube or Twitch.
Yeah, we will. We'll keep you updated on our social media things about what
Yeah.
movie, just so you
For
can
sure.
watch it if you want and play along.
I
I love
man,
playing
looking at
field.
man. Save the 50 you want to say. That's right. All right. Well, and with that, we have a new outro, so I'm very excited about this. Thanks everybody for tuning in and chatting with us tonight. We had a lot of fun. Here we go.
Thank you.
The credits roll now, the show is done. We watched the movie and had our fun. Thanks for hanging with us for so long. We'll see you next week on the movie podium.